Thanks for staying with us. Rejecting allegations of bribery during the 2008 trust vote, the Prime Minister sent out a clear and unambiguous message today at both houses of Parliament. He was addressing the cash for votes issue that has had the opposition up in arms since yesterday. Cables leaked by whistleblowers' website WikiLeaks revealed that a US diplomat had reported about how the Congress was using money to buy votes ahead of the 2008 trust vote, and that MPs from Ajit Singh's RLD had been paid 10 crores each for a favourable outcome. Dr. Manmohan Singh reminded the BJP and the left today that they raised the issue during the 2009 polls, but rejected the allegations, and Congress increased its tally, and then the UPA came back to power.
I am disappointed that members of the opposition have forgotten what happened thereafter. Upon the conclusion of the terms of 14th Lok Sabha, there was a general election. In that general election, the opposition parties repeated their allegations of bribery in the trust vote. How did the people respond to those allegations? The principal opposition party, which had 138 seats in the 14th Lok Sabha, was reduced to 116 seats in the 15th Lok Sabha. The left party found that their tally was reduced from 59 to 24. It is the Congress party alone which increased its tally from 145 to 206, an increase of 61 seats. I wish to make it clear that no one from the Congress party or the government indulged in any unlawful act during the trust vote during July 2008.
Well, staying with national news, the Allahabad High Court dismissed Nupur and Rajesh Talwar's plea for staying the summons issued by a special CBI court in Ghaziabad in connection with the murder of their teenage daughter Arushi Talwar. The court has now asked Arushi's mother, Nupur, to appear before it in 2 weeks' time and apply for bail. Her husband Rajesh too will have to appear before the court to procure bail. The judge said the lower court's order to make the duo an accused in the case and issue summons was a well-considered order. The verdict came after the couple had filed 2 separate pleas in the higher court, challenging the Ghaziabad court's decision to try them for the murder of their teenage daughter. On to news from neighbouring Kerala. Bowing to public pressure, the CPM in the state has reversed its decision to drop Chief Minister V.S. Achuthanandan from contesting the state assembly elections. The senior CPM leader will stand this time after the controversy over the party leaving him out. Achuthanandan will be fielded from his present constituency, that's Malampura, as per the candidates list announced by the CPM. The party's state committee had decided on Wednesday not to field him. In a major ruling, the Supreme Court has overturned the acquittal of British nationals Duncan Grant and Alan Waters, who had been charged with child sexual abuse at the Anchorage shelter home for street children in Mumbai. The men who ran the shelter had been convicted by a trial court in 2006 after 5 minor boys from the shelter testified against them. But 2 years later, the Bombay High Court had acquitted them, saying the 6-year jail term awarded was too harsh a penalty. The Supreme Court's order also applies to Indian national William D'Souza, who worked at the shelter and had also been convicted. In some international updates now, the Libyan foreign minister has announced an immediate ceasefire, resulting in an immediate stop to all military operations in a setback for Gaddafi's bid for Benghazi. The announcement comes on the heels of British Prime Minister David Cameron's declaration that the RAF warplanes would be in places in the coming hours. Military action follows a United Nations security resolution backed by Britain, France and the United States. The Arab League has also called for a no-fly zone, and Qatar and the United Arab Emirates are expected to contribute forces to any military operation.
We deplore the use of force. This is totally unacceptable and must not be resorted to. Mr. President, the UN Secretary General has appointed a special envoy who has just visited Libya. We support his appointment and his mission. We have, however, not had the benefit of his report or even a report from the Secretariat on his assessment as yet. This would have given us an objective analysis of the situation on the ground. The African Union is also sending a high-level panel to Libya to make serious efforts for a peaceful end to the crisis there. We must stress the importance of political efforts, including those of the Secretary General's Special Envoy, to address the situation.
Over to Japan, that's struggling to get back to normalcy. Emergency workers say progress has been slow as they struggle to stabilize the earthquake-crippled Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. They have been dousing reactors using helicopters and fire hoses and are now battling to restore electricity so that the cooling system can be restarted. The UN nuclear watchdog, IAEA's chief, who reached Japan yesterday, said it was a race against time. The chief is not visiting the plant but is in Tokyo. The 4-member team of nuclear experts are monitoring the radiation in the capital before moving to the vicinity of the quake-hit facility. Up ahead on the news tonight, if it's bye-bye on Twitter, it's hello on Facebook. Time to get scribbling on the Badshah's wall.